Today, we are back with another day in the CS market. There is obviously a lot to cover, so we are going to waste no time and get right into it. I actually today want to start with a few posts about what actually is going on right now because we're seeing something we've essentially never seen before. We're seeing massive price discrepancies across Chinese markets and Western markets. So what I mean by this is essentially there's a couple websites out there, most notably Buff163, which is essentially the #1 Chinese website where all those guys go and buy skins. It's their, I don't even know what American site you want to compare it to since there's so many, but like it's their Steam marketplace essentially where they buy skins for cash. Now, of course, this isn't going to load now because the site has so much demand that nothing is loading on it, but essentially Buff163 is where Chinese users go to pay for skins with cash. It's cheaper than the Steam market, obviously, and there's some huge discrepancies in price. So on CS Float right now, and this is actually the opposite way. Let me find another skin. I'll show you guys Doppler skins, for example. Pretty much on Buff, Dopplers are like hundreds of dollars cheaper than there are on Western markets. The Phase 2 Karambit is probably a good example. It's $2,337 on CS Float, which is essentially the cheapest American market you can get skins on, and it is only $16.69 on Buff. And let me actually check if this is correct because, I mean, once again, everything is so wonky right now that some of the numbers just aren't correct. So we'll check Karambit Doppler. You can see they start at less than $1,000 right now, which is already less than CS Float. I know that. We'll sort by Phase 2, and yeah, once again, $16.85 for this thing. I think I paid like $1,900 for mine 2 days ago, and I was very happy to get in at that price. But you can see on Buff, there's plenty of listings below $1,900, while on CS Float, let me pull it up again. Once again, cheapest is $23.37. If you want to buy skins or cash out your skins instantly at a great price, check out Skin.land, where you could also get a free $10 bonus on your first sale. Skin.land is a site I use to insta-sell skins myself. They offer incredible prices, and the process is very easy. Just make sure to click that link at the top of the description for your $10 bonus or enter code CHF on the site. Then go to your profile and enter your trade URL and you're all ready to sell and buy. Then select the skins you want to cash out instantly. Just click the skins you want to sell, select your payment method, either crypto or various bank transfer methods if you're in Europe. Then just confirm the trade the bot sends you on Steam instantly and you're done. The entire process only takes around 5 minutes max, and receiving the money typically doesn't take more than 20 minutes for crypto. For bank transfers, it might take a few business days though. You can also buy skins for 30% cheaper than the Steam market value on Skin.land as well. They have a ton of deposit methods, so whether you're looking to buy or sell, check them out with that link at the top of the description and get your $10 bonus today. And we could actually go on Float and hopefully see this as well. Is it not gonna load? Everything's being real difficult for me today. Karambit Phase 2. Search. Lowest price, we don't want stat track, $24.29. And we could probably see as well that there's quite a few being sold at these levels. October 25th, average price of the sell was $24.32. That's $600 higher than the cheapest listed on Buff right now. You could see the previous sells. There's nothing crazy about them. They're not super low float values. 0.01, 2400, 2400, 2700 for a double zero. Another double zero for like 2700, 2330. Either way, it's way higher than Buff. So we're seeing this as essentially market wide, especially with the Doppler skins and stuff like that, which is just crazy to me right now. Now, you might be asking, how do you take advantage of this? And I'll just say it's very difficult right now. We'll bring Twitter back up. Hopefully nothing crazy shows up here. You never know what's showing up on the front page of Twitter, but we'll check out Metalcat. So this is a guy, I've talked about him before in really old videos, maybe not that old, but this is a Chinese guy essentially that sells buff balance and UPIN balance, and right now he's essentially doing proxy buys. And I'm covering this maybe not so much so that you guys do it. I'm not affiliated with this guy at all, but the interesting thing about this guy, I probably need to scroll down to find it, but he's received 2,000 DMs from people trying to buy skins right now, which just shows how much demand there is to buy the dip, especially on these Chinese sites. And this was from 11 hours ago. He's receiving so many. So yeah, he's given out 2 million RMB, which is like, I think, a $250,000, maybe a little bit more in American dollars. So it's just absolutely crazy. There is so much demand for these skins right now. And that's essentially where the market's at right now. And that's one of the things we kind of have to worry about, because I don't know if that's going to correct. It doesn't really seem like people care right now. Once again, I've spent 13 grand on skins in the past 2 days. Actually, a little bit more today. And I'll show you guys what I bought as well. That's a good idea and something I should probably do. I've kind of pivoted because all the cheaper skins got sniped up. So we'll go on over to Skin.land, which I have been using to snipe skins, especially because there is a lot of cheap reds on here. And I bought essentially all of these for 10 to 20% below CS float price, and I'm very, very happy with it. Now, on Skin.land, I don't know how their site essentially determines this, but every time you get a skin for a super cheap price, like I got all of these for, and I'll compare them to CS float in a second, but you'll note they're all trade locked. So if you just go to the buy skins tab, and then like let's say I want coverts, you could literally just put the trade hold thing on, and this is how I do it, by the way. Put the trade hold thing on, sort by cheapest price, and then all the coverts will come up that you could trade up to, and you could see all the trade lock coverts right now, and then you can go on CS float, check what price they're selling for there, see if you could get it for cheaper, and then buy it on Skin.land. They are a sponsor of the video, but once again, I've spent $14,000 now on the site over the past 2 days sniping like this. So even though they sponsor me, they are the site that I use to buy skins. And I highly recommend it. This is a tactic I use. I'm not going to gatekeep it. I got my $15,000 buys, and that's probably all I'm going to get for now. So I do recommend it. There is also occasionally some cheap knives. I got a Deagle Blaze on here for $750. It's like $850 on CS Float. So new skins are constantly popping up. So keep your eye out for that. Once again, I do recommend it. You could call me a sellout. You could call me whatever you want. This is where I snipe skins, and I've got ridiculously good deals. And let me actually show you guys how good they are. Let me go back here. I actually got some way better ones early on. I'll show you guys those. As you can see, there's just so many items that I'm waiting to be unlocked in my inventory. Here, Dragonfires. I got these like 2 days ago. Factory new Dragonfires, $163. That's what I bought it for. $163 cash. Let's go on over to CS Float. SSG Dragonfire. Okay, and then we go to factory new, and then we go lowest price. You can see all the stat track ones are really cheap, because these trade up the gloves, and you can't use stat track ones to trade up the gloves. So essentially, they're just, you know, I don't want to say they can't be traded up, so they are kind of useless in this case. You can see this is for a bid. So let's check the actual past sales. The cheapest sale listed right now is $360. And like I said in yesterday's video, $180 or whatever dollars is way too cheap for this thing. I said, and I hope you guys watch this, and I hope some of you guys took advantage of this, because it was a very quick move, that $200 for these things or whatever it was is too cheap of a price. I sniped all of these on the site. There was only 3 of them listed. I bought all of them the instant I saw this. $163. They're selling at what, $330 now? This sold for $700. Super low float ones of these, by the way, are going to be a lot more because they trade up the gloves once again, and people want super low floats for gloves. But you could see just normal ones, $315, $200, $290. I don't know who sold this for $199. That's way too cheap. But these are constantly selling for $350. So I spent $500, and I've already doubled my money, assuming they don't crash in price. And they won't crash in price because I believe gloves are going back up. And let me show you guys the Deagle as well. Once again, I deposited $65.70. I deposited $65.70 twice. Oh, that's my Bitcoin wallet. Oh, there's my Bitcoin wallet if you guys want to see it. It's not my big one, but there you go. What else? Here's the Deagle Blaze, $750. Once again, they're $850 on float. I bought a lot of stuff. I bought Pandora. By the way, I'll cover this again. If you guys didn't watch yesterday's video, I'll just cover it again. A lot of these items didn't go through. I bought a Butterfly Fade. This thing's over $3 grand on CS Float already. I bought it for $2,400. I showed you guys those already. I think I went to the wrong page. I tried to buy a bunch of these and they didn't go through. I tried to buy 12 Starlight Protectors. Like, these are how cheap the prices got that I tried to snipe, but people undercut me. It was absolutely crazy. I know I got a couple of these at like 100 or no, AK Nightwish for $100. That might be, I don't want to say too expensive. It's not a bad price, but here we are. Starlight Protector for 65. I'll just go check this as well, just to show you guys, like, it's very possible these prices are still available. I haven't checked, and I'll probably check right after I finish working on this video, but it's like, cheapest on CS Float right now, $97. I think I got it for what, like 75? What are the latest sales? 68. Oh, maybe I did get a bad price. Or maybe somebody quick sold a bunch of these. They're all sold in the same hour. I think somebody quick sold a bunch of them. But either way, I'm happy with the $65 price on this thing. Like the other reds I got, the Dragonfires, I think they're going to go up quite a bit. I think there's going to be way much more demand for reds as gloves and knives and everything go back up in price. That's where I'm at right now, and that's what I believe. Now, I did want to cover a couple of posts as well. I don't even remember if I covered this at the beginning, but here we go. Olaf, who's just a skin trader, investor, whatever he does, he said that, I don't know how he saw this. He saw it on some Chinese site, but essentially the Chinese guys have caught on, and they know we're scooping up their dirt cheap skins, and they're posting, foreigners are really buying up cheap Chinese accessories on Buff. Yesterday, I watched a lot of CSGO shopping guide live streams. This is translated, so it doesn't translate perfectly. And the comments were saying foreigners were buying at low prices. Didn't believe it at first, so I went online to do some research. Yes, it's true. So that's where we're at. They know what we're doing. I'm very surprised Buff prices are so cheap. If you have a Chinese citizenship and you're watching this video, I would snipe everything on Buff right now, to be honest with you. But just to kind of further my, I don't want to say delusion, to further my, I don't know, idea that I think everything is going to go back up. Maybe not everything. I don't think the rust coat knives and the garbage knives are going to go back up, but I think the high tier stuff is. I've been talking for 10 minutes. I'm losing my voice. There's not a lot of gloves being crafted, guys. There's not a ridiculous amount of stuff being crafted. And another thing you need to consider, I just showed you guys, the Dragonfires are $350 cash each. If you want to trade up for Pandora's boxes, and they'd probably be minimal wear, even if you're trading up 5 factory new scouts because float caps are really weird. Maybe I'll make a video on that, but that kind of gets out of my realm of expertise. Either way, maybe you could make the argument that field-tested gloves, I mean, I don't know if these things are going to get back to 10 grand. I believe that's what they were at before this update dropped. I bought mine for 4,800 yesterday, and I'm fine. I don't want to say I'm fine with that price. I'd rather have paid like 4 grand, but I'm not too upset with it. As you can see, 34 of these have been crafted since this update dropped. Now, I will say, I don't think that's too ridiculous of a number. There's only a few thousand pairs of these in existence, and you might think, oh my god, 34 crafted already, it's over, there's going to be so many more craft. The scouts are $350 each. It costs $1,500 to craft one of these, and then we could go, that's something I want to show you guys as well. Then we can go to glove case, and I believe there's, dude, my voice is going, I gotta end this quick. I believe there's 24 pairs of gloves, 24 pairs of gloves in this case. So, I suppose you wouldn't be using factory new Dragonfires. So let's just say they're $250 each. So $1,250 to do this craft. If you could get the Dragonfires in minimal wear at $250 each. We'll just say that. $1,250 to do this craft. That's a lot of money. A 1 in 24 chance for Pandora's boxes. $30,000. Do you think people are gonna, like, the average user is not going to be spamming $1,200 trade-ups to try and get Pandora's boxes. It's another reason why I think the reds are going to keep going up in price. It's simply not affordable. There's also not, well, the glove cases are really expensive as well, and that's another reason why I like the reds in them so much. Of course, it's not on the front page of Steam, but it's like, the case is also $12 pretty much, plus $250 for a key, so $14.50 to unbox this thing. It's not like there's a lot of reds in this case coming into existence either. So maybe you could make the argument that maybe there was too many reds in the past, and people are going to be buying them up and spamming and everything. I don't think that's going to happen. I think that's just people overreacting. So that's number one. I bought one of these as well. I bought 3 of these. I bought plenty of other reds. I bought Pandora's boxes. Let me show you guys. I bought a Butterfly Gamma Doppler. That's a little bit more questionable. Butterfly Fade, I think, is fine. For the same reasons as the glove case. It's like a 1 in, I believe, 12 knife you could get in the Butterfly case. Or, sorry, the Breakout case. And the trade-ups are just going to be ridiculously expensive. Thing dropped 60% in price. It was 5 grand before. I got it for like 2,300. I'm more than happy with that. I don't think I'm risking that much. Maybe worst case scenario, it drops back to 2 grand and bottoms out there. I don't think I'm risking too much doing that. Also bought a phase 2. It's not that common to get one of these. And it's the same kind of scenario with the glove case and everything else. It's like you would have to spend so much money on trade-ups to get one of these where I don't think it's going to be a massive issue. Maybe it'll be an issue in the first week when 30-something of them come into existence, like with the Pandora's Boxes gloves, because people use their cheap reds that they snipe to trade up to them. But as reds come out to be hundreds upon hundreds of dollars, and way less people are doing the trade-ups and everything, I don't think it's going to be a serious issue. Pandora's Boxes as well, just to show you guys that. I bought my buddy's Butterfly Safari Mesh. I wouldn't really be buying skins like this, but he gave me a really good deal. Also got a Starlight Protector for dirt cheap. My voice is completely gone. So I think that's going to wrap it up for this one. Also, they don't show up in my inventory because of the stupid new CS update, but they are there, I promise you. And yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this one. That's where I'm at right now. Hopefully this helps you guys. Hopefully you can snipe some skins on Skin.land, which I'm going to be looking at right now to try and get some stuff as well. Check them out with that link at the top of the description. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.